Okay. Now, slope-intercept form, we've already graphed this. We started at our y-intercept going up 4. And we said our slope was -3, -3 over 1. What does slope mean? What does slope determine in our line? Mackenzie? Slope is rise over run. Can anybody tell me, use different words? Up over over, yep. Explain to me what slope means. Slope is how blank a line is.
How different?
How different, yeah. Steep, that was the word I was looking for. Slope is the measure of the steepness of a line. Alright, so this slope determines how steep a line is. Now, one of the things I hope we've been kind of able to see as we go through here, if it has a negative slope, which way is this line going? Can you see as you read from left to right, this line is going down? If you have a positive slope, it's always going to go up. Alright? What we are doing today, we will not be graphing anything. We will simply be calculating slope. Here's what we're going to do. I've got 2 points. Alright? Now, you can kind of picture these points in your head. Alright? I've got a point at 6, 3, so just in your head, know that that's about over here. And I've got a point at 7, -4, so I've got a point right there. And I've got a line going through those 2 points. And I need to figure out what the slope is. Alright? Now, here's what we're going to do. Anytime you are given 2 points and you have to find the slope, you're going to use something that I have lovingly named the slope-o-matic. Alright? So I want everybody to write that down on your whiteboards. And this skill, finding slope, this is one of the building blocks of something that's going to be very heavy on the ECA. Alright? So this is one of the building blocks. We need to get this. Here's what I'm going to do with this first point. Everybody understands that this is X and this is Y, correct? If you forget alphabetical order, your first letter is X, your next letter is Y. Sing the alphabet song W, X, Y, Z. So X comes before Y. Now, here's what I need to do. Over here, in these 2 spots, I need to put my Y over my X. So put on the top 3 over 6. Y over X. Next, look at this next point. Once again, I need to put my Y over my X. Now, everybody watch me how I do this, okay? Because this is tricky. We make a lot of mistakes right here. This number needs to go on top because it's my Y. So when I put -4 over here, I'm actually going to write -4. Alright, whatever that number is, you have to write that in there. And 7 goes on the bottom. Alright? Now, let's figure this out. First of all, what happens when I go minus negative? Haley, what does minus negative mean? Plus positive, very good. So I've got a +3 and a +4. Carlos, what's 3 plus 4? 7. Down on the bottom, I've got 6 minus 7. Will, if I go up 6 and come back 7, -1. So this is my slope. Now, once again, I showed you this yesterday, but I want to show you it again. This, I'm going to change my negative signs. This is the same thing as this is the same thing as this. It doesn't matter where that negative sign is. Typically, where I'm going to write it is right in the middle. If you write it down there because that was -1, that's fine. Alright? So the slope of this is -7 over 1. Let's look at number 6. Once again, I'm going to start with the slope-o-matic. By the way, slope-o-matic, that's another one of those things where if you're in college and the professor asks you that, don't raise your hand and say slope-o-matic. Another time they're just going to look at you like you're crazy. Okay? Right here. Y over x. Negative 2 over 6. And over here, negative 4 over 5. Look at the top. Minus negative means plus positive. Let's see. Ray, what's negative 2 plus 4? If I come back 2 and go up 4? Positive 2. Very good. And Brandon, what is 6 minus 5? 1. So, here is my slope. 2 over 1. Let's go one more. Y over x. 8 over negative 7. And over here, 5 over negative 7. Y over x. Brandon, what's 8 minus 5? 3. I'm sorry. Devin, I'm sorry. I called you Brandon. You didn't even hear me, did you? Oh, no. No. I'm sorry, Devin. 8 minus 5 is 3. On the bottom, O'Dare, minus negative means what? Plus positive. Now, O'Dare, if I have a negative 7 and a positive 7, where am I? 0. Everybody do that in your calculator. Pay attention to this problem. Pay attention to this problem. Everybody do that in your calculator. What does it say? It says math error, right? Now before, when we were solving equations, and that's what it told us, all right, we would say that it was no solutions. When you are finding slope, the slope of this line is undefined. All right? Undefined. The reason is you cannot divide this by 0. All right? You cannot divide a number by 0. So when you're finding slope, if you have to do that, it is undefined. Let's look at number 9. Once again, using the slope-o-matic. Y over x, 9 over 5, y over x, and y over x, 9 over 3. Pay attention to this problem too. Coley, what's 9 minus 9? 0. And Jocelyn, what's 5 minus 3? 2. Everybody do this in your calculator. What's 0 divided by 2? What's 0 divided by 2? Santiago, do you know what that is? 0. Very good. So, if you're, did you say 0? You said 0, right?
No.
You did? Oh, I'm sorry. 0 divided by 2. If I've got 0, hey, I've got a great deal for you, Carlos and Will. I've got $0 in my pocket, and I want to split up everything I've got between the two of you. All right? So if I take 0 divided by 2, how much do each one of you get? 0. All right? So everybody knows that. Just talk about shoes or money. It all will make sense. So, 0 divided by 2. What is the slope of this line? 0. All right? If the 0 is on the bottom, if I would have had 2 divided by 0, what's the slope of that line? Undefined. All right? So, if 0 is on the top and your calculator says 0, your slope is 0. If 0 is on the bottom and your calculator says math error, then it is undefined. Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and put your whiteboards and markers away. Now, I know that you probably do not have it. All right? You don't have this yet. But I'm going to give you a lot of time to work on your homework and practice it. I do want you to work in partners. You must show me work for every single problem. and I will put the answers up on the board. Okay, so I want you working in partners. You must show work for every single problem. Every single problem must have the slope-o-matic drawn on it, and I will put the answers on the board. Alright, go ahead and partner up. If you do not partner up, I will partner you up.